Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Keith and I are continuing our Oathsworn series. If you're just jumping into Chapter 12 for whatever reason, we do have a third person, but Devin was unable to be here. But that's okay, we shall trudge on.
He's too busy hurting.
He didn't even have to go to work. That's the thing. I
saw his phone.
I'm
He wasn't
hacked
texting
into his
anyone.
phone. I get every text he gets, I get.
Yeah, 3 people said that they would cover.
Yeah.
And the original person never called in the first place.
So, I guess he just hates us.
That's what he texted me. He said, I don't want to hang
And
out
if he
with
doesn't
Seth
comment
anymore.
on this specific video, it is confirmed that he hates us.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So...
Because we all know that we love rewatching ourselves.
Exactly. Anyway, last chapter was pretty huge in terms of the story.
Yeah, it was big. It was good.
With we lost a guide. That was depressing.
Yeah, she's not doing too hot.
Yeah, she's. I mean, maybe she'll just be brought back to life. Maybe that's a real thing. She's like a tree. She's not a mushroom. I don't know what she is. They're like tree people.
They're kind of like mushrooms.
No, the kind of like mushrooms are the people in Baldur's Gate.
They talk. Well, yeah, myconids.
Yeah.
But they talk with spores.
Yeah, myconids talk telepathically.
With spores.
Oh, is it?
It's called rapport spores.
Ah. Well, there we go. There's that. Anyway, so that was that. We were chased by the demon of Bastion into a weird war zone. Yeah, clearing of war zone that's like still like trapped in time, it almost felt like. And fought some shadow possession things.
This is creepy.
It was, yeah, the atmosphere for that was really cool. The fight itself was alright.
Yeah.
It's not my least favorite. But it's
it flowed.
It worked. Like
We made it through. No one died.
Yeah, so anyway. Chapter 12.
Placing one foot in front of the other, you drive hard through the Deepwood. You hope you are not too late. As your legs sink up to your ankles in mud, you think back to how you got here.
Also, we did not choose to do Chapter 11.5. It's a bonus thing. That's how you unlock the Grove Maiden. Theoretically, you can just have her already if you want to. You gain a free trait if you go through it. But anyway.
The journey back to Verum had been a long one. The blood compass unerringly pointing you home. Unfortunately, the device was unaware of the shredder vines, bogs, and nightmares that would be in your path. Small consolation had come when the asset rejoined your party. The agent of the Raven Spire coming as silently as he had gone. You noticed he was carrying something large, wrapped and strapped to his back. You asked him how he found you, and he had presented a blood compass of his own, pointing straight toward you. The sensation had been unnerving.
In Chapter 10, this agent from the Raven Spire, he's the one who showed up and he gave us this device, and and that's how we got the golem rod.
Okay.
and the golem. And I remember there was actually a time where we could have he has like a brace, almost like a muzzle.
Yeah.
And he left us like a note that said, "Do not remove the muzzle." But before you read that, you could have had a chance to remove it. And we're like, you know what? Let's not. And it would have been really bad had you actually done it ahead of time.
The pitter-patter of water interrupts your reverie. Looking up, you see great leaves of strange deepwood plants dripping with rain. This is no ordinary rain, however. You watch as the water runs down the leaves and mixes with a viscous fluid coating the plants. A droplet touches your skin and pain lances up your arm. The plants are everywhere. You need to cover up your exposed skin fast.
Each Oathsworn performs a survival check. Damn it, we should have done bush. It's a difficulty 4.
Okay. Each of us?
Yep.
All 4?
All 4! Can you just... That's cocked. Okay, 2, 4, 6. So she's good. And I'm good.
That's cocked.
Just re-roll if it's actually cocked.
It wasn't.
Oh, well then suck ass.
I have a reroll.
It's probably not that bad, dude. It's just acid rain that's shooting pain
definitely.
deep through your entire body. There you go.
There we go. Alright, I made it. And then let's see how Devin does.
Don't even roll. He doesn't even have the gall to show up.
He did it.
No, he didn't. If
We all pass.
If all succeed.
You wrap your cloak around you and immediately dive into the lee of some of the great plants. Safe from the rain, you observe hungry roots reaching up from the ground, ready to catch any writhing prey. There seems to be no end to the ways the Deepwood seeks to kill you. Even the rain is its weapon. Sheltered for the moment, you wait out the downpour. Once it subsides, you return to the wire road and your thoughts.
I don't want to go back to my thoughts.
Yeah.
Eventually,
That's
you
where-
made it
that's where
back
the
to
ghosts
city,
live.
only to find a new kind of hell inside. The northeastern shell of the city had been lost to the plague. Rioting and screaming could be heard all around, and you had to fight your way to the inner city.
Murdering
Finally,
like innocent
bloodied and
civilians.
bruised, you reach safe ground within the inner city walls. You are fewer than you were when you set out, and the loss of guide weighed heavily. She had left the safety of the city, only to die far from home, under your watch.
Yeah,
Once
she did.
inside, you are met by a gaggle of nobles and members of the small council who took your report.
Oh, hey, if you have the Cyprian ally card, we do not. That guy is...
He's not doing
he's,
too good.
He's in a mass grave.
Reporting to the small council, you told them of the strange Adendri homeland and its endless war with the Deepwood. Finally, you recounted the long journey deep into the heart of darkness and the cave you found there that was surrounded by monsters. You explained how the Adendri informed you that the cave held the key to stopping the plague. Consternation had marred the council's faces at your lack of immediate aid to the city. They had hoped for a cure, but had been left with another obstacle to be overcome instead. A horde of monsters to get through? How to reach the unreachable? Deliberations would be needed and strategies formed. Dismissing you with thanks for your service and a chest of iron, the small council headed back to the palace with the remains of your expedition in heated conversation.
Archive the Marilla ally card. 24 iron.
Jeez.
Wow. Wow.
Paying us good.
Yeah, they are.
6 iron apiece.
Marilla. The herbalist is the only one that survived out of the initial group. She was number 24. God, I'm so curious what would have happened still, though, if you said 6 per.
Yeah.
Yeah. If, like, we did just keep Cyprian alive, or if we, like, allied, like, he became our buddy. It's like, you're not a hindrance to the party, are you?
Here's 4.
Or just a 10.
Yeah.
Left alone, you began to wade through the gathering crowds. Word had travelled of your expedition, and awed faces looked up with hope as you passed. You had been named heroes and champions, and for some reason, people had believed it. Now, they expected you to save them.
You know how many people
With
we
every
left
step, you felt
Bastion
the
with?
burden of responsibility they put on
Less.
you mounting.
Did you reject responsibility for the people of the city, or accept responsibility for the people of the city? We seem to be kind of for the people, so I feel like we would accept responsibility.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't see any reason to change now at chapter 12.
I was just thinking we could go even.
Yeah, Devin's not here to hold us back.
Yeah. Let's just ruin this campaign.
All Oathsworn gain a redraw token.
Yo, I want 7. I'll just take this one back.
Okay. And then there's... Boop.
Devin doesn't get this.
Yeah, he's not here.
Oh, I didn't
You
check
are
his
no
shit for what
saviors,
tokens
and
he
you had
got.
no contract with these people. Yet you could not stand by and do nothing. Their fate was bound up with your own. You only hoped you had the strength to carry the burden. You were glad to get back to the Broken Oak that day. Your attention returns to the Deepwood path laying before you. The wire road runs off into the distance behind sickly trees. Since taking the oath, much of your time has been spent on the wire, the predetermined path. An iron-forged reminder of your responsibility. Every step was the product of the one before it, and every step after was laid out as though the footprints were already there. Trudging on toward the village, you returned to your thoughts. The Broken Oak had not changed, and you were glad for it. Grey Cane and Bram had welcomed you upon your return. Grey
Hey.
Cane shared
You give me
news of
2
the
more
city,
rejars.
and Bram shared a home-brewed concoction he called
wait, never mind.
gin,
There's some
which you
here.
could only describe as needing work. Midge had been
That's funny. Homebrew concoction called gin.
It's not my favorite.
I love it. Gin's super good.
there too, happy as a river rat, with his own tales of Verum street life and all the little corners he had discovered.
If you have Lady Alana as an ally, which I'm pretty sure
We don't.
we
Because you killed her.
do.
Settling back into the oak, you prepared for the inevitable nightmares that always followed long journeys into the Deepwoods. One night, hounded by dreams of being entombed in rock and earth, one of you had gone to walk it off. On the landing, you had found a trail of blood spots on the floor. Following the blood, it led you to Lady Alana's room. You knocked on the door but got no answer. Fearing for her safety, you opened the door and were met with an odd sight. The demure young noblewoman you had found fainted in the Deepwood after the Scar Tribe attack was sitting at a dressing table, cleaning something with a bloody cloth. Obviously shocked at your intrusion, she hurriedly concealed the object in the fold of her dress and
supposed to
turned to
use
you
those there.
accusingly.
Perform a spot check. We do get a free reroll. Difficulty 6.
Cool, let's do it.
Alright, here, give me one more white.
If it's good, keep it. 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Got it. And that's not even with the reroll. That was with the crit, baby. Totally saw that.
She had been quick, very quick, but there was no doubt it had been a knife. The rest of the room was spotless. You mentioned the weapon, which gleamed a cold stare. After a moment, she explained that she met with some ruffians when going for a walk. She had taken to carrying a knife since arriving in Verum, and a good thing too, as she had cause to use it that night to defend herself. You had asked what she was doing out so late, but she snapped, it was her own business, and crossed the room to close the door in your face. You had not taken the matter further, but something was off with that woman.
Alright, we gotta kill her.
In the following days, the rains receded for a time. As a company, you went to the green streets carrying Guide's body, finally returning her to her people. The Adendri very much appreciated the gesture, and a somber funeral was held amid the leaves and petals of her kin. After that, a brief respite ensued, giving you a chance to attend to your duties of mending armor and honing blades in relative comfort. That was until the Raven came with the red ring. The Raven had delivered a bloodied parchment. It contained a petition for aid from a beleaguered village claiming they were under attack. Such an occurrence was not in itself strange. Free companies often found themselves contracted to protect villages from the predations of the Deepwood and were paid handsomely for doing so. This was different, though. This petition mentioned your free company by name. You had never traveled to the village before, yet they called for you. It hardly mattered. Denial was not an option. The red band around the Raven's foot meant the contract was not to be refused. Someone at the Raven Spire wanted that village protected. Realizing the danger, you had made sure to prepare well before setting out.
You may start a trade with the banksmith and the apothecary. Okie dokie. Well,
we got some money.
we do have quite a bit of money. So the apothecary, here we go. We can buy up to 5 curative cards, which each... Oh yeah, that's right. I see now why they give us 24. Each curative now costs 12, because it's based off the chapter that we're in. Same with the common item deck. So every item now costs 12. Ooh, ancestral bow. When you attack, spend any amount of... Oh, sorry. So it just basically gives her a range 5, and now it's a black and a red.
Nice.
In terms of armor, I like my armor. Are you happy with, like, your weapons?
Yeah, I mean, I have a black and a red.
There's a war mallet.
That's also a black and a red. Let's see if the ability is better.
You can't use the flame-bladed.
No, I'll keep my glaive.
Okay.
It just pairs really good with my slash.
Yeah, there's an ornate staff. for her.
Yeah, it is better. When you use an ability with the range keyword, add 2 range to the ability. It's the same special, it's just more damage.
Yeah, the Ancestral Bow is the same thing for her. Oh wait, we can sell stuff though.
Yeah.
We can sell stuff. Banksmith, baby.
It's half their level we sell them for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, we do have quite a few items here. So like, no one can use the shield, so we can get 6 for that.
Yeah.
So 5, 6. Then we have that Knout. Did you ever want to use that? So we can sell that for another 6. So we can just do that to
Get a curative. Or get the bow.
I was gonna get the bow.
Yeah.
But then we could get a curative. Oh, that's right. So this Ishanai, that's the weapon of the Forgotten King.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a bone, or spend any combat token to move 3.
Nice.
What else do we got? The Gamel's Gavel would give us 1. Recurve Bow could give us 4.
She goes through bows a lot. So
She does, but we still have a Tower Bow in reserve.
Yeah.
So there's 5.
Yeah.
Did you want to add any curatives to the...
I think so. I have 21, so...
Yeah, I have 18.
Here's 15. Just hand me 3. Or if you want to take 2 from that, and I'll just get the 10.
Oh, yeah. Boop. And then 10, so these are the items that we sold.
Get a curative.
Yeah, just 1 curative going in the deck. Was there... Here are the common items. I don't know if you wanted to look through them. Take a good old gander. These are all. We do have actually... That would put 5 curatives in the injury deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat. That's that. Where are the curatives? Oh, right there. Are we gonna upgrade her staff?
I think that's probably not a bad idea. It's 12.
Yep.
Right,
Get
here's...
3 back.
Yeah. Sorry, Devin, I'm spending all your money.
Oh well, because you know he definitely wouldn't. Oh, maybe he would for items.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do the switch right now. I get a red cube. Here's those back. I don't think I need any of them.
Okay. And yes, so she is now a red and a black.
Did you get the ancestral bowl?
I did. Might look at gear, or that witch weave is really good for her.
Yeah. My gear is just so good.
Yeah, mine stacks really well.
That's from chapter 4. Mine just lets me use any token as any other token.
That is very nice.
Yeah. Use 1 combat token as if it is any other combat token. Like,
That's pretty. Pipe and Leaf have to lose exactly 1 health from an adjacent enemy. The enemy loses 1 health.
that wouldn't be bad, especially since I go up front so much.
Yeah. Odd Charm after you are attacked and lost no health, gain a redraw.
I looked at that one as well.
Ragged Pelt Wrappings. Yeah, I really like her. I would just probably sell this cloak. Or just put it back in there. I do have 12. Yeah, I'll, I mean, we got money. What else are we going to use it for except for probably something that's super clutch?
Yeah.
I'll just go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So,
Oh, hand me a 10.
No,
There's 2
quickly.
5s.
Pipe and Leaf. I'll hold on to that just so we have something in the back in case we need to
Yeah.
break it. Give you a 10.
Yeah.
Whoop.
I have 11 now.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that let's see. I have 18, 10. No, we should probably have someone hold on to some money just in case it's like, hey, if you have a lot of money, do this in the encounter.
Yeah.
All right.
The usual background hiss, the incessant buzz of bugs and distant growls of the Deepwood fall away as you approach the village. One of the smaller outposts of mankind, its palisade walls were erected in the hopes of a better life. With the long-standing king's decree, many attempt to settle the woods. Each village meets with varying degrees of failure, some standing for decades, others for days. Every generation sees hundreds of hopeful families heading for the King's Gate in Verum, the promise of land right compelling them into the darkness beyond. The decree says, if you can take the land, you can keep the land. Looking at the ruin of the village, it seems something disagreed. The handful of buildings here have been purposely burned and destroyed, including the supply buildings. Any items of value had been taken. Wide weapon gashes marked the doors that litter what was once the center of the village. Men, not beasts, clearly overtook this place. The sound of a boot scuffed on dirt draws your attention to a large, badly burned man clutching his mangled hand as he lies against the low stone remains of a guardhouse wall.
I don't
His
have any
eyes do not
change,
meet
sir.
yours as you approach. Too wounded to rise, he simply stares at his boots. His gurgling breath tells you he will not live very long.
So we can choose one. Rush over and make him tell you what happened before he dies.
Oh.
Ask if he might be able to help before it's too late, or offer him water and comfort his passing.
I can give him some water.
Yeah, I was gonna go priest would probably do that. Maybe the ranger would go for info, but offer him water.
Yeah.
He eagerly drinks the water you offer him as you clear the blood from his eyes. They killed nearly everyone to lure you here.
Ooh.
Took the rest. You try to coax more details out of him, but his words are becoming slurred. Life ebbs out of him with every syllable.
Perform a listening check, which we get it's a difficulty 4. Let's have the animal do a listening check. We do get one free reroll. Or redraw, or whatever.
I have a redraw as well.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just enough.
Scar tribe, he wheezes, trying to get enough
Ooh.
air to speak.
Didn't we already fight them?
We did.
They want revenge. With that final effort, he collapses.
I thought we killed them.
We gain a redraw token.
Oh, sick. I'll just grab one from right here.
And there's another one.
I think I have. Oh, no, I don't have extras. Okay. Devin has so many redraws.
Does he?
Standing,
is
you look
5.
around. Aside from the body at your feet,
Nice.
you do
He
not
gets
see
3
any other
every
corpses.
chapter.
That's right.
Where are the rest of the villagers? Hands on hilts, you go looking. It does not take long. Nailed to the village hall with great wooden spikes is the body of another man, older this time.
You
His
okay?
eyes have been
Hanging
plucked,
in there?
and the symbol each of you have branded on your wrists has been carved into his chest. A challenge has been issued to you. One of his arms is posed, pointing to the Deepwood. Not 20 paces into the Deepwood, you find another corpse posed like the first. This one is lashed to the ground by thorny vines. You peer in the direction it points. You follow a trail of corpses. The barbarians have taken the people from the outpost and used them as grotesque signposts. You hear a distant scream, clearly human. There are survivors ahead.
That's hardcore.
Rush to save the remaining villagers or proceed with caution.
I'm thinking proceed with caution.
Actually, sorry, there was another option. Try to ignore the screams and slow down. You can save no one if you fall into a trap.
That.
Yeah, I think we've fallen into too many traps. We
Yeah.
still gotta be somewhat smart.
Especially since it's so obviously
The torturous
alert.
screams
Yeah.
are difficult to stomach, but rushing toward an obvious trap saves no one. The tribe does not know you are here, and you intend to keep it that way, at least until it's too late for them. However, the wisdom of your plan will not stop the screams from haunting you.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. One random Oathsworn loses a combat token of your choice. Oh, random. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
This is a this is a D6.
It's a 6-sided die.
Yep. Interesting.
Just get rid of one of
Well, here's what we can do. We can everyone roll. Just everyone roll their health, and whoever
Whoever gets
rolls lowest.
I got a 1.
For who?
Me.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be you. But you get to choose.
I know. I just don't have that many.
I know.
Guess I'll get rid of my shield.
Okay.
As you inch along, you spot tripwire traps hidden along the path ahead. You carefully give the crude devices a wide berth, working your way around before pressing further. Through the trees, you spot the flicker of fire in the distance. Hunching low, you move to a clearer vantage point, where you can make out the shapes of huts and platforms high in the trees. A Scar tribe village.
A big bitch village.
This time we're fighting on their turf.
Perform a spot check. Difficulty 3. Ranger.
She can see. Huh! That was weird. Huh! Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay. We'll get all those back, and she can fuck right off, apparently.
What do you see? I don't know.
Looks like a village.
Fuck, why did we bring you?
Open mystery envelope F. And take a fat one on my...
The big old fat poopy.
Here we go. Mystery envelope F. Oh, Scar Tribe Village. Ugh. You notice that there's seems to be nothing here. Open mystery envelope F. Open mystery envelope F and look at what you can't investigate. Place its contents above the time track. Take path card A. Wham. Bam. Place the chapter 12 time track in the center of play. Place locations 7, 11, 7, 11, 15, 16, and 18. Okay, so 7,
11, 15, 16,
16, 18.
18.
The village is an impressive webwork of walkways and platforms situated at differing levels, all far above the
we have to go to
dangers
18
prowling the floor of the Deepwood. The screams of the villagers seem to come from somewhere on the large central platform where many of the other platforms are connected. The enemy may have the advantage of the terrain, the high ground, but you still hold the element of surprise. If you split up and can pull off an ambush from multiple directions, you may have a shot at overtaking the awaiting savages and freeing the hostages. Carefully studying the construction of the platforms, you note the layout. On the western edge of the village, you see a massive hut, most likely the chieftain's. Overlooking the chieftain's home, just to the south, is a tiered platform which provides an excellent vantage point over the adjacent platforms. Directly south of the central landing, you spot what appears to be the main entrance to the treetop village. Small amber brazier illuminates the platform, and an opening on the floor provides access to the forest below via a bone cage suspended by a rope pulley. To the southeast, you see a platform dotted with several small hide shelters, most likely the living quarters of the majority of the tribe. Continuing to the eastern edge of the village, you see a second large hut. This one seems more practical, with none of the adornment of the chieftain's home. Lastly, as you squint through the falling rain into the boughs above, you are able to make out several climbable access routes to all these positions. The only thing you cannot see is the enemy's whereabouts.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Open the journal to page 58 and 59 and read those pages. Oh, I'm like, what? Okay, infiltration rules. Keep this page open throughout the chapter as a reference for the infiltration rules. Note this page number down on your free company sheet so you can return here if you need to move to another page for any reason. You're about to attempt to infiltrate the Scar Tribe village. Pay close attention to the map to gain clues on how to best infiltrate the village. The hostages are being held on the central platform. You need to infiltrate the village, get past the guards, and reach location 9. The noise track. In this chapter, the time track is used as a noise track, tracking the noise that the free company makes. Keeping your noise level as low as possible is important to a successful infiltration. Right. Okay, so going and screaming might not
idea.
do it.
Yeah, I think that's
Movement changes. When you move onto a location, read the entry as usual, but do not place the location token on the time track. Instead, place the location token back into the supply. If you raise the alarm or make noise, you will be told to place a time token on the time track. Infiltration uses slightly different rules to the normal storybook rules, as each Oathsworn moves individually rather than as a single group. Okay. Each Oathsworn in the free company is represented on the map by their character model. Each location is connected to one or more other locations by dotted lines. When you are told to make your next move, any one of the 4 Oathsworn may move to an adjacent location connected by a dotted line. So we move one at a time. Mm-hmm. You do not need to move each Oathsworn in turn. Moreover, the same Oathsworn may make several moves in a row if they choose. Deciding which Oathsworn to move and when is key to successfully infiltrating. Each location may only have one Oathsworn on it. Instructions and choices at each location are specific to the Oathsworn at that location and do not affect other Oathsworn. Any Oathsworn that reach location 9 may not make any further moves. Okay. So place each of the Oathsworn models next to a different location token that has been placed on the map. Okay. Multiple Oathsworn may not be next to the same location. This will show where each Oathsworn is going to start their infiltration at the village. Choose carefully, as once placed they are committed to that route into the village. This is cool! The first time each Oathsworn chooses to move the Oathsworn onto the location they were placed next to during setup. Okay, so that's just kind of our first thing. So, John sets up his Oathsworn next to locations 7, 11, 15, 16. On his first move, he will move one of his Oathsworn onto the location they are next to. Okay.
Yeah.
So, put that bad boy there. So, what did we have? This one is next to the Chieftain's village, or Chieftain's hut. Was this one like their house? Like,
yeah, it's next to their barracks.
Their barracks. This was just a normal house?
Unassuming building.
And this one was kind of like a oversight, like an overseer kind of thing?
I think the ranger should go there.
I agree. Wait, why? She couldn't make a spot check.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to go to the main gate.
Oh, 18?
Yeah.
That was the main gate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I can be a distraction, I think the bear is probably the best to be a distraction.
Okay, then I will go to the Chieftain's hut.
And then we'll send her here.
To the unassuming village, or is it just kind of just a house?
Yeah.
Regular house? Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's either there or the barracks, and I feel like she won't hold up as well in the barracks, so...
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. This could be the scariest place on the map.
You see the Tomb of Bastion. Yeah. There's 10 of them. They keep them as pets. This seemed like it was a small village. Yeah. Okay. Make your next move. So one of us gets to go. Want to have the ranger go? Maybe get a benefit,
advantage.
Maybe a main advantage point.
I think that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay, so goes on to 16.
Natural handholds in the bark and twisting vines wrapped around the tree's thick trunk make the climb effortless. Unfortunately, the ascent takes you directly below a dark platform of thickly woven vines which block your view. You have no idea what may be waiting through the opening above.
Place location token 17. Then make your next move. Okay, so this goes back into the supply.
Just have her go to 17, or do you want to go to 7?
Let's have her go to 17.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
The hole in the vine-covered platform offers easy access to the landing above. Pulling yourself up just enough to peek, you freeze at the sight of a spiked brute. You wait breathlessly as the Scar
kicks you in the throat.
walks away, thankfully unaware of your presence. You will need to get through the opening quickly to take down this guard. With any luck, they will be alone.
God, let's fucking hope so. You perform an assassination check, difficulty 1. This would be... We are kind of correct with who we put here, but we add to the result if we're the cur.
Oh, okay.
An assassination check? I don't think we get, like, anything for stuff like that.
I think it's just roll and go.
I am going to double check something. That's a story... Okay, I was just seeing if there was, like, a glossary for, like, assassination.
If we get, like, our weapon or something.
Yeah. You almost think you would, right?
Yeah, but her weapon's a bow, so...
You assassin. Yeah, it's like a whole thief thing.
Yeah.
Like,
not whenever you're climbing out of a little
True.
area, though.
In fact, that's like the... Besides an actual dagger, that'd be the best weapon.
Yeah. I mean, like, I remember playing Tomb Raider, the newer ones, the good ones. I mean, they're all fine, but, like, the new ones are really good. And
I thought they kind of degraded over time.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't play Rise, the last one, the third one.
Okay.
But the first two were great.
Yeah, I really like the first one.
Yeah, but that whole game. That's like all I did.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's just an assassination check.
You only needed to roll a 1.
What?
It wasn't an assassination check 1?
Difficulty 5.
I thought it was difficulty 1.
Damn it. Do I re-roll?
I think... Yeah.
There we go, 5.
Hey.
Ooh, okay. Like she's like sitting there and like the bow is peeking out. She's like, oh shit.
It just goes through his throat.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's painful.
A well-placed blade tossed between the tribesman's ribs brings her to
Arrow.
her knees. You're on her as she falls, making sure she can never utter another sound. As her throwing spear clatters to the deck, you toss her body off the far side of the platform, away from the village.
She gets eaten immediately by the Bane of Bastion.
Gain an empowered token. Okay, if location 12 has clue token 5 next to it, it does not.
Yeah, no one's been there yet.
If location 14 has a clue token next to it,
Nope.
Looking to the north, you see a large thornhound sprawled across the entryway of a large dwelling. It appears to be sleeping. You could take out the slumbering beast with a ranged attack from this vantage point. To the east, you spot a pair of hulking tribesmen lying in wait beside an amber fire. Killing one will allow the other to sound the alarm, but a well-placed ranged attack could detonate the amber fire and take them both out. The explosion will definitely make some noise, but at least there will be 2 fewer tribesmen to deal with. From what you can see, you will only have time for a single attack.
wow.
So there's a dog there, or there's 2 people here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the hound
Yeah.
there, I think. I think the hound,
I agree.
only because I'm trying, like the explosion, it's like, yeah, that would be, yeah, shoot that, blows him up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that'd probably alert the dog.
Yeah.
So we're going to shoot the thornhound?
I think that might be the way to do it.
Okay.
It'll give you an easier entry, too, so...
Yeah, if that is the what do they call him? Chief.
Yeah, the chieftain.
Okay. You perform an accuracy check. You may use your might for this check. Add 1 to the result if you are a ranger, witch, huntress, or grove maiden.
Well.
Nice. I'm going to use my might.
Yeah.
They black.
The black.
Okay.
Why'd you get 2
I
black?
didn't mean to. I thought I grabbed the come on, baby. 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 7.
There we go.
Nice.
Your attack hits the mark, and the savage hound lets out a single muted yelp
Aw.
before slumping onto the decking in a heap of
We
fur
knew it
and
was going to
blood.
happen.
You won't need to worry about the beast anymore.
I was hoping he'd just get kind of wounded and run away.
That's fair. I get it.
Place clue token 5 next to location 12.
Nice.
There you
Your elevated position offers the perfect vantage point of the central village platform. Through the driving rain, you spot the terrified forms of the villagers packed into a series of bone cages arranged around a massive fire pit. Several towering tribesmen are gathered there around a throne of bones and skulls that looks out across the landing. Their crude weapons glint in the firelight, hungry for blood.
The only reason is because I've had like videos where it's just picked up on the mic the entire
I completely forget that mic is even
I
there.
know. I was sitting there one time like editing a video. I'm like, what is that? And I realized Devin was fucking with like bottle caps the entire time.
High above the platform, you trace a length of drooping vines back into the boughs, just
The
above your
boughs.
position. Reaching for one of the wet vines, you give it a tug. It seems stable enough to hold your weight. Throwing your legs over, you
Stably.
begin to work your way across the
It
expanse.
is stable enough. Stable enough. You kind
There you go. Yeah, I thought he was really pronouncing the E in stable.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, nice. Yeah, we really nailed on this one.
Yeah.
Perform a climb check, difficulty 3. Then perform a climb check, difficulty 5. Then perform a climb check, difficulty 3.
Jeez.
Add 1 to the result if you are the Cur, Ranger, or Exile.
Nice.
Oh, because the Exile is actually a Scar tribe.
Yeah.
So climb check, difficulty 3. Can you just not suck ass? That was like completely. That didn't even really roll. Wow, look at that.
That was a 2.
That was a 2. That was a 2 right there. Then difficulty 5. She's just rolling like fucking garbage.
Yeah. You want to empower?
Not really. 'Cause I don't know if like when I'm gonna need to use her again.
That's fair.
One, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 5.
Yep. Nice.
And then
Difficulty 3.
oh well. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! You know what? Actually, this is a Madara rule. You can't re-roll the same dice that you've been using because it just doesn't work apparently. There we go.
There we go, that's
1, 2,
3.
3. Look at that. So never re-roll dice that you just rolled because apparently they roll the exact same. They remember.
Oh, of course.
Fighting through the rain and wind and cramping muscles, you traverse the abyss. Your nerves hold during the perilous climb, and thankfully, so too does the wet vine. Once across, you find your way to an overhanging branch just above the central platform. As you peer below, you can tell this will be the perfect position to ambush your targets from.
Place yourself on location 9. Remember, this Oathsworn may not make any more moves. Okay, so she got there.
Nice.
Choose one. If all Oathsworn are on location 9, okay, they are not. Make our next move.
I think you were the witch.
Okay. Yeah, I guess me.
Okay.
The rain leaves the twisted vines and black bark slimy to the touch.
Ew.
You've climbed enough of these infernal trees to compensate with a modified grip and careful footing. Waiting for each gust of wind to mask the sound of your climb, you ascend into the boughs and reach a platform containing a large hut. The dwelling is a savage construction of giant bones and the leathery hide of some great beast.
If location 12 has clue token 5 next to it, which it
The
does.
twitching corpse of a thornhound lies beside the hut, a preemptive attack by one of your companions, already eliminating the threat.
This is cool. I'm
Evaluating your
digging
next
this.
move, you see there is an opportunity to either continue your climb higher into the boughs or push past the hut along the platform.
Oh, I can go up to 8.
Yeah.
Place locations 8 and 12.
Hoofers.
There's 8 and 12.
Sounds like you kind of cleared the way for 12.
I'm thinking it should be 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like. Oh, you make your note. I was like, wait, what? So 12,
All right.
right?
Reap what you sowed, Doug.
Okay, if location 12 has clue token 5 next to it.
Pulling yourself up to the platform, you get a better look at the twitching corpse of the Thornhound as you step carefully around the black thorns jutting from its shoulders and inch towards the front of the hide-wrapped structure. Looking toward the central platform, you spot the form of an approaching tribesman, silhouetted by a roaring fire. Without pause, you dive into the hut for cover. Trophies and spoils from countless raids decorate the inside of the dwelling. This is clearly the chieftain's home. Quickly burrowing beneath a pile of hides, you wait breathlessly as the passing tribesman investigates the murdered Thornhound. With a bellowing roar, the barbarian raises the alarm.
Add a time token to the time track. Damn. Always gotta move the bodies. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, how would we ever know?
Exactly.
You freeze as a booming voice
time-triggered
falls
story.
into the cold, damp air. Mark ones, I know you. Now know me. Tarsus Dokakundi. I have waited for you. The voice is powerful and commanding as it echoes through the trees. Scar tribesmen do not usually speak the common tongue, but this one speaks with some clarity. Come out of dark. Come. No more of your flesh will die. Silence follows, awaiting your reply.
Oof. I can ignore Tarsus and keep to the plan to ambush the tribe, or reveal myself and come out to talk.
Ooh.
What would the priest do? Maybe I can convert him to Christianity.
No, you're a Mormon.
That's right. That's right. I'm a psychopath.
You gotta bring him to the cult, man.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Alright. Do it. It'll be funny.
It'll be funny when you immediately fail.
Yeah, he just like picks you up, you're like, bye, throws you off.
I'm like, I'm a pretty big guy.
He's,
Like, I go to hit him with my forge breaker, and it's like,
he's the mountain.
Gain clue token 1, and he becomes your best friend.
You guys kiss.
Oh. I see.
It went well, right?
We all just immediately go to location 9.
Oh.
We can go back. Or do we want to just live with the mistake? I thought he was like here.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was like, oh, I get to talk to him. Not, oh, he sees us. Oh, I guess he did raise the alarm.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
That wasn't 100% clear. So let's go back.
You freeze as a booming voice calls into the cold, damp. You refuse to be baited
Yep, there we
and
go.
return your focus to the mission at hand. As you creep silently closer, a terrified scream cuts through the quiet, and you hear a woman begging for her life. Please, help us! No! Her pleas end with the sound of a smashing fist. To your surprise, the tribesman does not enter the hut. Perhaps the dwelling is hallowed ground no one dares tread without permission or invitation. Instead, you listen as the brute's footsteps pace the outside of the hut and fade as he heads back toward the central platform. Once you are sure they are gone, you make ready to move, but not before searching the hut for anything valuable.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Perform a search check, difficulty 3. Do we get anything for it? We do get a free reroll. So
Don't
that's,
even need it.
Yep. So 5. No, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think we got it.
If you succeed with the result of 5 or more.
Yeah.
The tribe has had great success in their raids lately. You find several valuable items, including iron and some rare vials of crayflower, well known for its healing properties. The meaty contents of the cookpot in the center of the hut leaves no doubt as to the fate of the glass vial's previous owner.
You gain 15 iron.
Nice.
Boom. You gain a curative from the curative deck.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And you gain a taste for human flesh.
That's like 6 curatives in here. You gain any one combat token of your choice. go with an empower.
Bet you won't.
You're right. I'm not actually.
With the loot stashed away, you slip back out into the rain-slicked village. The path ahead to the central platform provides nothing in the way of cover. Attempting to cross over by this route would surely spoil any hope of a stealthy approach.
Yeah, go back.
Beneath the walkway, however, you spot a nearby limb running parallel to the rope bridge. This route is more concealed and seems to lead to an ambush point where you just might be able to reach the awaiting squad of tribesmen gathered around the blazing pyre.
Nice.
Place yourself on location 9, remember. So, boom. I made it.
Alright.
Alright, so location 8, 11, 15, and 18. Which 8 is obviously not possible.
Yeah. Let's do...
What would location 8 like? Because here's the thing.
I think it's just a way around.
Well, here's my if 12 was how an alarm was happening,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, well, like surely there has to be a way for you to never raise the alarm.
Yeah.
So, would 8 have avoided that?
I think an 8 would have avoided the alarm.
Right, but I'm trying to think with the story of 12, someone was already walking that way, so
yeah.
8 shouldn't have
He
been.
would have still seen it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Unless I could have been above and maybe attack him, but it's like,
Yeah.
well, I could have ambushed him from the hut.
Yeah.
It was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
You want to do you, or you want to do the witch?
We can do me.
All right.
Let's do it.
18.
Uneven planks of timber, crudely fashioned into a small platform, rest on the muddy forest floor before you. Curved lengths of bone form a crude cage around the deck's perimeter, while a complicated cluster of chains and rope vines twist skyward in a makeshift hoist mechanism. The tribe must use the primitive lift to carry large cargo or groups of people and animals to the village platforms above. This is probably the closest thing to a front door that a Scar tribe has to offer.
Okay, so location 14 does not have clue token 6 next to it.
You can see how the platform to your left would have a vantage point over the platform above, but as it is, standing directly beneath the platform makes it impossible to tell what awaits you. You will need to be prepared for anything.
Place location token 14.
Here we go.
All right, make your next move. 14.
Yep.
The pulley system appears to be the only way up. Stepping into the cage of bone, you try the lever. It releases in a creaking grind, carrying you aloft. An uneasy feeling stirs in your gut, and as you look to the platform above, you see a pair of Scar tribesmen waiting for you with their heavy axes pulled back, ready to strike. The crude blades begin to fall before you've a chance to leave the cage.
What if it was like one of their tribesmen?
Yeah.
You perform a round of combat against the defense 7, then a round of combat against the defense 7.
Okay. All right. Well, okay then. I'll just take my black and my red. And give me a white.
A little white.
A little white guy. Do I want a second little white guy?
7 was on average. They're 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. You might get it. You might get it with those 3.
Let's give it a go. Crit 5.
Well, there we go, as long as those aren't misses.
3.
Okay.
So we're at 8.
Yep.
0.
Okay.
And then 11.
All right.
First one's good.
Yep. So then perform a round of combat against defense 7.
Give me another white.
Oh, but something's telling me for this one you should get another white, but...
I actually had the same thought, is the wild thing.
But who knows?
Give me one more white. I have 2 rerolls.
That's true. It's basically like a given
Yeah.
at this point. All right, we're off to a horrible start. Yep. Fuck. Well, but see, we weren't listening to me, so that blank white actually doesn't count.
I'll reroll the black and the red.
Okay. No fucking way. God damn it.
I'm gonna use my tome
Oh, yep.
to use my. I'll do my battle flow as a reroll.
Did you shuffled the reds, didn't you?
No, you did.
Did I? Oh yeah, I said you're not allowed to shuffle.
Yeah.
All
7.
right. Oh, exactly 7.
Exactly
Jesus Christ.
7.
Okay. Did you draw at least one critical? You did. Yeah, if you succeed both rounds and draw at least one critical.
I did. I did.
In
do
a
that.
whirling dance of death, you slay the brutes before they've a chance to scream. Stepping over the bodies, you make your way to the rope bridge leading toward the central platform. The driving rain and gnarled branches obscure the view ahead. Carefully, you move along the walkway and take up position in the shadows cast by the great fire.
You gain an empowered ×3 token.
Sick.
Place clue token 6 next to location 14. Place
the
yourself on
bodies.
location 9.
Okay.
All right.
It's the witch's turn. 15.
Yep.
The gnarled trunk of the Deepwood tree provides natural handholds, allowing you to easily climb your way into the boughs. Overhead, you can see this route will lead you directly next
just
to one of
walks
the
in.
suspended
That
huts.
happens.
This part of the suspended village appears to have been here for a very long time. Most of the timber used is in ruins, decayed and moss-eaten. Due to the poor condition of the structure, it appears this entryway has been entirely forgotten.
I hope it's
Unfortunately, you cannot see what awaits you above from your vantage point. You'll have to trust that one of your companions on an adjacent platform has you covered.
Hard no. Place location token 13. You come to realize there's actually nothing there.
Neat.
All right, 13. It does not.
The platform holds a massive structure built from several layers of variously coloured woods that appear to have been repaired and replaced over many years.
All right, instructions. You perform a spot check. Oh, shit. This is actually you.
Yeah. Give me. What's the spot?
6.
Give me 4 whites.
She has a bunch of rerolls.
Yeah, she has 5 rerolls.
Yeah, and she gets a free reroll with our spot checks.
Give me 1 more.
Because they gave
I'll
us.
do 5.
They gave us. Oh, look at that!
It's 1. That's cocked.
All right, there we go.
All right, cool.
You get a free reroll. Yep,
I'll spend 2.
you're at 2.
We need 6.
Yep.
So it's not looking great. 4. All right. Okay. I think we're getting there. I'm gonna spend another reroll. 5.
Jesus Christ, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Wow, you actually added another white die.
I did actually. Oh, and it's a 1.
All right, cool.
We did it.
So fucking annoying.
God.
As you inch
Went
beside
through all my
the
reroll.
The hulking
Yeah.
Short to
shadow of
it.
a tribesman leaps from the structure's roof. You dive away just as his axe slices down,
was he
spraying
there?
splinters from the platform's timber into the air. With his weapon securely lodged in the wooden deck, you seize the advantage.
Okay. You perform a combat round against Defense 7. You add 1 to the result as you saw him coming.
Okay, cool. Give me. Let's see. I do a red and 3 yellows. Defense 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't white.
With a +1.
Oh, I'm not gonna add a white. I should be able to get 7 with a red and 3 yellows.
You should. You should.
I
Yeah.
got it.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah. So
100%. You just sit there and do like the what Roy Mustang just.
All right. So we got 7,
Yeah.
8, 10, 13,
+1.
14.
With an expert parry and a quick duck, you are inside the tribesman's guard. Locking your ankle behind his, you barrel into the brute with your shoulder, sending him stumbling backward. His eyes go wide as a sharpened tip of a bone fetish on the side of the large hut
is a bone
skewers him
fetish.
alive. Before he has a chance to scream out, you cover his mouth and watch his life slip away.
Jeez.
Place clue token 2 on location 13. That's number 1. Number 2.
I'd bet if someone went this way, they might have had a chance to like see.
Yeah,
that.
be like, hey, there's a guy up there. Alright, continue.
You inspect the hut the tribesman is impaled on. It seems this is a Scar tribe storehouse and armory. While not as well stocked as one found in Verum, there are plenty of useful items here. You take a moment to grab what you can before moving on.
Gain 2 items from the common item deck and a combat token of your choice.
Nice. I'll take one of my rerolls back.
Yeah. Anything? Yeah, here you go.
All right. Get 1 common item or 2?
2. We have 10 in our backpack, so we can actually store the 2.
Nice. She can't really like use a ton.
Yeah, she's very limited on her items.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find some armor that might be good for her. That's a 3. This one's a 4, but she can't wear it. I might just bag some gear.
Yeah.
Bag that odd charm because it's pretty good. Do we want to bag this ancestral bow as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's get some backup.
Yeah, tons of backup, tons of things to sell.
Yeah.
Okay, if location 6 does not have clue token 3 next to it.
Correct.
If there is an Oathsworn at or next to location 5. If there is no Oathsworn at or location...
How would we get there?
I don't know.
That wasn't one of the starting... Oh, I bet if we passed the spot check, we might have had access to it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Creeping towards the center of the village, a quick glance to your right registers a pair of tribesmen standing guard in the center of one of the rope bridges. You quickly duck behind one of the primitive lean-tos to maintain concealment. Considering your options, it might be advantageous to take them both down now, but you'll have to do it alone, and a prolonged melee could attract unwanted attention.
You can attack them or keep moving towards the central platform.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I wonder if if you kill him, if that helps us in the combat.
That's kind of what I'm thinking it will do. So it might be worth it. Let's do it.
Okay.
You charge along the bridge, weapons ready. Without proper cover, the tribesmen spot you before you have a chance to strike. Luckily, the narrow walkway prevents them from combining their attacks, allowing you to engage them one at a time. Unfortunately, the warriors' battle shouts reverberate throughout the village, surely alerting the attention of tribesmen elsewhere.
You gain an Empowered 3 token and any 1 combat token of your choice.
Okay.
Perform a round of combat against a defense 7, then perform a round of combat against a defense 7.
Alright.
But we do add a time token to the time track.
Okay.
So only 2 noise.
It's not bad. Alright, first one.
First 7. So 4, 6. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Then another one. Come on, I believe in you. Okay, 6. Okay, 7, 8. Nice.
I mean, I got crits on both of them, but I'm not going to roll them because we got it.
Alright, so now we are all on location 9.
Yep.
Mark ones, hide in shadows. The voice booms once again. Come, fight as you fight my brother. You slay my kin. Debt is owed. Blood for blood. The other Scar tribesmen take up the chant. Blood for blood. Blood for blood. It is now obvious you are the target of a Scar tribe blood debt. The raging chieftain must be the leader of a larger clan, seeking vengeance for a life you have taken. Your thoughts drift back to the Scar tribe you encountered during your escape from Bastone. Come, the chieftain continues. or I'll kill more cattle. You hear the sound of a scuffle, followed by the frantic cries of an old man. No, he begs, not the fire.
Choose one. Ignore the chieftain. Keep to the plan to ambush the tribe. Or reveal yourself hoping to save the survivor.
We've come this
I was
far.
about to say we've come this far ignoring
We've
it.
killed... I just tallied it. We've killed 5 tribesmen.
Have we?
Yeah. Because we killed
1, 2,
2
3,
there,
4. Oh, yeah,
1
you're right.
there, and 2 there. Plus the dog.
Yep.
So...
Yeah.
I think we keep the ambush.
Gut-wrenching scream seems to carry for an eternity. This is all threatening to get to you.
Each Oathsworn performs a reasoning check, which does give us a redraw. Any that fail lose 1 combat token of their choice.
What's the number?
5.
Roll 4.
For her, 1, 2, 3, 4. Free reroll. 5. Or that's the crit, sorry.
Yeah, you get a crit.
5.
Right.
So she got it.
I got it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Free reroll. Alright, full
Devin
5.
got it.
Alright, I got it.
Yeah, we're
With
good.
the free reroll.
We all got it.
You vow they will pay for this.
Yes, they will. If you have clue token 1.
I think we do. We're doing it 2. Oh.
I don't think we have 1.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
No.
I see it.
The soft staccato of cold rain and fire-cast shadows conceal your team's advance. The moment to strike hanging at the precipice. From your vantage point, you can clearly make out the butchered forms of villagers piled like logs on the great fire at the platform's heart. The macabre firelight illuminates a gruesome throne of bones and skulls, occupied by a colossal brute clad in bone. The chieftain broods atop his pedestal of death, flanked to either side by a pair of malevolent-looking women. The woman on his right stands in an ornate ensemble of dried leather and bone fetishes, a shield in one hand and a tall skeletal spear in the other. To his left stands what you can only assume to be a shaman, with a mane of midnight black hair pulled back by a crown of bone. Her skin is adorned in savage black symbols, and the rack of skulls on her back gives her a malefic aura. She may be the most deadly of them all.
Probably.
Finally, at the base of the throne, stand a pair of monstrous tribesmen, sporting horned helms atop their broad, powerful necks. Crude plates of thick black armor, adorned with spikes and bones, protect their forearms and shoulders. Like bloodthirsty reapers, they wield long, savage scythes, each longer than a man, already wet with blood.
All Oathsworn gain a redraw token.
Nice. I already have some over here.
Sweet. Reveal the encounter special rules board. Boom.
Patience pays off.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oops. I forgot to grab it. Special rules. And then the encounter. For 12. Gonna be right there.
So do you think he's upset that we killed his brother?
No. We probably didn't like him. Scar Tribe. The tribe is one. All Scar Tribe have the mob rule.
Of course.
Each time a Scar Tribe dies, all other tribesmen permanently gain a red. Okay, so they start with 2 might, but then it increases
goes
at a
up
red
every
cube.
time, yeah.
The Scar Tribe treat the platform edge as though it were the game board edge. Oathsworn and allies that move beyond the edge of the platform for any reason are considered hanging.
Oh.
Lay the character on their side to the nearest empty non-platform hex adjacent to the platform edge to represent this. While hanging, the character is caged, difficulty 6. Each failed attempt to escape causes the character to lose a combat token. If they have no combat tokens, they lose a health.
Ooh.
If they succeed, place the character upright to the nearest empty platform hex. They may now act normally. Then they have different stages. Jumping over fire. When an Oathsworn ally moves onto a hex of a large fire template, they must perform a survival check. If they succeed, for this turn only, they may move through as many of the hexes of the template as they wish without penalty. If they fail, they gain the same effect as succeeding, but they lose a damage or lose a health immediately. Oathsworn cannot end their turn in a large fire template. If they ever stop on a large fire template for any reason, they are placed on the closest empty hex. The Scar Tribe can move through the fire without penalty. If they end a stage on a large fire template, place them in the closest empty hex. If they are ever knocked back into fire, they still lose a health as normal.
Okay.
Headhunters. Both the Bone Maiden and the Shaman's attack have a range 4. They will stop moving towards their target when they get into range of them.
Okay. Might need to focus on them first.
Probably.
Adorning the thick tree behind them all are cages made from the rib bones of large beasts.
Alright, if there are 0 to 2 time tokens on the time track, that is the best we could have done.
Yeah.
A number of villagers sit tightly packed within the cages of bone. Terrified eyes peer between rib-like bars, gazes lost in the flames of the raging pyre. One pair of eyes, however, looks up at you. A woman with a tattooed face meets your gaze and acknowledges you with a knowing nod. Perhaps this is not her first encounter with the Oathsworn. She carefully kneels down and whispers something between the bars next to her, where a man is attempting to soothe the petrified child in his lap. The man quickly looks at you, hope growing in his tired eyes.
He's like, kills the kid. What?
That is, we did not give him that time. That was not us.
That was like, you look over at me, I'm like, okay, look, he may have.
I could have enticed.
I can kind of see why I thought he was going to kill a tribesman.
Yeah. I was trying to tell him we were here to kill them.
Yeah.
And he took it wrong.
Mark the extra unique item checkbox for chapter 12.
Yo, sick.
Okay. I am saying, though, if we don't get a better fight out of this and we just get a unique item, I'm going to be a little sad.
Yeah.
We do not have clue token 1.
You quickly press a finger to your lips, silencing the man. Turning your gaze to the brute on the throne, you note a similarity in his appearance with the pack leader you slew after the escape from Bastone. Perhaps they were brothers.
Oops.
Could a slain relative be the reason for all this? A blood debt? Would the tribe slaughter a village and send a raven specifically asking for you by name as a ploy to draw you here for revenge?
Pretty big brain.
Regardless, the answer will need to wait. With a series of quick hand signals, you each mark a target. Your attack comes swiftly and without warning.
If you have the mystery chest, open mystery box 12. If you do not have okay, proceed to chapter 12 encounter.
Nice.
Encounter! So, here, oh god. Ooh, okay, yeah, look at those bad boys right there.
Goddamn. They look upset.
They look a little peeved, I might say. There they are. That's all of them. All right, well, that was Chapter 12 story. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the encounter and the rest of the series. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.